YouTube, howdy doody. It's been a while. I hope everybody's alright. A couple of extra subscribers have joined, which is strange, but well done, and thank you very much. There's a number of reasons why I haven't really been making any videos like this. Well, I have been making videos actually, but not like this. But I've been experimenting for a while now with this YouTube thing, and you know, there's no getting away from what you're able to observe in your time here. So what I've observed during the pandemic, or what was being called a pandemic, there was a lot of stuff that was being suppressed. You know what I mean? There was a lot of stuff that was being suppressed, and that stuff that was being suppressed was very, very crucial. It was very, very crucial. It was very important that what people were experiencing off of the back of being advised, following advice in taking the old medicine that was being, you know, pushed on the people. You know, people were becoming injured, weren't they? People were injured. Now they're talking about wanting, you know, maybe we should stop this now. This is like years later, and you've got that Andrew Bridgen character still going on about it in the Parliament, in this pantomime show you call the government and things. So so for me, it's become now, you know, at one time it was a very stupid time. It was very, very stupid. It was, you know, people were just doing things. They were very stupid. There was nobody was looking into anything. They were just people taking injections without checking what it was and if it was going to be, you know, compatible with their body and this sort of stuff. General common sense stuff that people just they weren't practicing. However, that's done. Those people can't really say much now, because what you're being told now is basically put these people in a reality where I just would not want to be. I don't know how they go by day by doing what they've done and hearing what you're hearing and seeing what you're seeing everywhere. I just don't know how people can ignore these things, knowing that they participated in that, and they don't know what the outcome is going to be. Anyway, that became for me a massive problem, because if a big massive platform like this is going to suppress information like that, where people were being told that you can't talk about the injury you sustained on this platform because you don't agree that that's what this thing is doing to people, but that's what it done to people, that's what it's doing to people. Yeah, I just went to work for somebody the other day who is paralyzed because of it. They actually had a massive blood clot, and they got paralyzed because of it. And you can't say, oh, you know, this is conspiracy. Well, it's not a conspiracy, is it? Because you told people that this wasn't tested, didn't you? You told people that you had to do this in emergency. You told people you moved at the speed of science. You told people it wasn't tested for transmission. You told people that Lisa Shaw died of a blood clot on her brain after taking this. So it's not like, you know, these are conspiracies. These are things that you have published. These are the things that the mainstream media have put out there for people to read and see, right? So people were being suppressed. People were being told that they can't say that. And this is still the case, because what's happening is people are aware, you know, people are aware of a lot, but you might not be, and you will not be able to be, because the platform will suppress whatever message that may not fit the current narrative. You see, if you go on the platform, you're going to hear about the woke left and the far right, and the woke left and the far right. And it's like, I don't know how retarded people are still after all this time. Do they not get how divide and conquer works? Are you really still that stupid, people? You do not understand all these influencers that you see on the platform. I mean, you've grown up watching these people on the TV. And something isn't right with these people. Something isn't right with all these people that are allowed to, you know, they don't get censored. Somehow they don't get censored. Somehow these people have, you know, 150,000 followers, or 250,000, or 4 million, you know, but somehow what they're saying is controversial, but they're not censored. You don't find that suspicious. But if the average Joe comes on here and talks about crucial information, which is true and real information, they get censored. because you're not supposed to connect with like-minded people. You're only supposed to be influenced by the puppets, and they're all over the platform. They're all over YouTube. They're all over YouTube. And so it's a very dangerous time, because the only things I have to share are very controversial things, and these are things that don't fit the current narrative. The current narrative is crap. The current narrative is trying to entertain you while all these people are dying. Don't you find that suspicious? That all these huge numbers of people are dying, but if you go on the platform, you've got influencers trying to get you to go out and fight against Islam. Don't you find that suspicious? You go on the platform, you've got people talking about the blacks not wanting the whites to go to the theatre. Don't you find that suspicious? That people talking about the woke left and the far right. However, all these people are dying. Children, sudden infant death syndrome. Don't you find it suspicious that none of these people that have a platform with hundreds of thousands of followers, apparently, are not addressing this issue? Or who's behind it even? Or why was it even done? No. No, not. You're going to hear about the woke left and the far right, and you got the, you got the Sadiq Khan or whatever, and and this is the guy who's been elected, but yeah, he's got to go around in armor-plated Range Rover. Don't you find it suspicious? Don't you think something's very wrong? Don't you find it very wrong that something's very wrong with all these men being brought into the country and put up in army barracks and hotels? Don't you find it suspicious? Don't you think something is very, very seriously wrong? Well, there is. And it is. Everything is very, very wrong, and it always has been. And they need to hide it from you. They are desperate to hide it from you. They are so desperate to keep this hidden from you. So the people that influence people are not the people you think they are. I don't even know if these are even actually people at all, even if they consider themselves people. But if you look carefully at their faces, they're not like you and me. But we'll save that for another time. We'll save that for another time. But I just seen something online where this guy, well-known YouTuber, he's going around the town, and he's assisting in this video. Apparently he's assisting a lady who's just told him that she was being chased by one of these immigrants in the town centre. So this Charlie Veitch, whatever his name is, goes over to confront this man, and this man says, "Fuck women." That's what he says in the video. He says, "Fuck women." He says, "I fuck women and I kill men." Yeah? Who talks like that? Who talks like that? Who do you think talks like that? Soldiers. Soldiers. People that kill men and rape women and take advantage of the situations of being in power, because they've been given power. They're armed. They're given weapons. You know? Just like kids are weaponized. It's just like if you go on a platform, you see YouTube, hundreds of thousands of views of videos, kids stabbing each other. Why? Why are they there to be seen? Why are you promoting the idea that everybody has these machetes and they're walking around with zombie knives? Because you can influence, can't you? Don't you find that suspicious? Don't you find it all suspicious? You should do. You should do. Because things are going to get very, very serious very, very quickly, because people know a lot of what's going on. People understand why these men are being brought into the country. People say, "Oh, these are immigrants." Well, where's the families? Where's the wives, the children? These are refugees. I've been here my whole life. I've watched people come over. I've seen refugees. They come with their children and families. These are men. These are fighting age men. Yeah? But the influencers want you to go out and go against Islam, won't they? Go and fight against Islam. Go fight against the blacks. Go fight against the whites. Go fight against the Christians. Christians, you go fight against Islam. You're all led by the same. You see? If you're separate from the whole, you're censored, just like I am. Separate from the whole. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm not part of the bearded lady brigade. And you people should wake up. So there we are. There's no more hiding, and there's no more pretending, and there's no more I don't know what's going on, and there's no more I don't want people to see my face. You need to understand this is going somewhere that there's no return from. This is only one way to go with this. There's only one way to go with this. The censorship censorship is a minor problem. You know what I mean? The censorship shows you that what you're trying to share with people is 100% correct. And there's a fear that they don't want people to know that, because they might just understand exactly what's going on in this world and who pulls the strings, eh? You think you can believe this media? You think you can believe the platform? You think you can believe these influencers that come on here and pretend to inform you about what's going on in the world? They're not telling you about what's going on in the world. They're not telling you about all these people dying. They're trying to tell you about, oh, we think this is a new disease. Or they're trying to tell you, oh, the woke left are toxic and the far right. You're all the same shit. You're all the same shit against the people, trying to confuse the people so they don't know who it is that's doing what to them. So, you know, it's been a while. I've been trying to make a video for a while, but I get wound up. It really is annoying, because people are really quite dim, and it's hard to wake them up when they're going to turn around and say things like conspiracy and things like that. It's going to be people's last words, those things. You know what I mean? Don't say that to people. Don't say that to people. When people were telling people that these vaccines had nanoparticles, lipid nanoparticles in them, they were saying that's a conspiracy. But they've told you there's lipid nanoparticles in them. What have you got to say about it now? Whatever they said is a conspiracy seems to not be, doesn't it? Seems to turn out it just is the case. And what happens is those people shut their mouth, don't they? And they don't say much anymore, because you participated in something, you don't know what the outcome is going to be. So you've lost your stake in the game, haven't you? You don't know what to say. You have to follow the Pied Piper now, wherever he wants to take you. And look where they try to take you. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, yeah, so there we are. I shall maybe make some more videos, but you should check out the other stuff, and you should see exactly what's going on in the world and exactly how things are being done and how long for. How long for? How long has this been going on for, eh? How long is this censorship going to be the reason why you don't know what's happening? How long is this censorship going to be the reason why people are dying in massive numbers? How long is this censorship going to be the reason why I can't warn you of the dangers we are in? You and me, human beings. I can't warn you because of the dangers, because of censorship, right? Because of censorship. Because if people realise, oh, but, you know, they openly talked about depopulation. Yes, they did. And they openly talk about, you know, you living in confined spaces and 15-minute cities and climate lockdowns. And they talk about eating bugs and being happy and owning nothing and being happy. And that's what they talk about, because they know that you haven't got a clue who's doing these things. So wake up, you know, wake up. Thanks for watching, if you watched till now, and I shall put some more videos up, you know what I mean? Like I say, you can't be afraid to talk about these things. We have to get somewhere with it, and if it ends up that something happens to you because you're telling the truth, or you know, you're trying to share the truth, I'd much rather that than to participate in a world where, you know, I'm going to be ignorant and pretend that I don't know that men are being brought into this country to do terrible things. I'm not that stupid. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll speak to you soon.